Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Ghostlight RPGs presents Zoa Stardust. This is an ongoing campaign. If you're new, who am I kidding? You're not new. You've been watching the whole time, right? You know what's going on here. My name is Justin Barron, he, him, and I am your game moderator. Let's go around the table. Introduce yourselves. Emma.
Hey everybody, my name is Emma, she, her. I play Skipper Ottington, she, they. Fun fact about Emma is that I have contacts in today, and I'm playing with contacts for the first time. It only took me 20 minutes to get them in this morning. Fun fact about Skipper is their favorite breakfast. It used to be kipper. They used to really enjoy fish, but then after becoming best friends with a fish named Pudge, their new favorite breakfast is now peanut butter on toast with sliced strawberries on top, some juice, and a little chai tea. And I'm going to throw it to Annie.
Thank you, Skipper. That's such a Skipper breakfast. My name is Annie Schwaner, pronouns she, her, and I play Kira Swiftfoot, also she, her. And I was thinking about what we all know Kira is really intelligent and really loves school. Weirdo. And one of the things she loves learning about the most, I think her favorite subject would have to be history or a sociology class, because she just loves different cultures and people and just learning about them. So I think that was one of her favorite subjects when she was in school, and what made her want to be a peacekeeper too. And I will throw the energy to Bradley.
Thank you, Annie. I am Bradley, he, him. I play Chomper, also he, him, and Flip, he, him. My fun fact today is about hippos. Hippos can weigh up to 4 tons, and they have a running speed of about 20 miles an hour. So anything that can get caught in their way shouldn't. And I will pass that to Rebecca. Everything is scary about hippos. I'm sorry.
They really are.
That's terrifying. Hi, I'm Rebecca, she, her, and I play Milo, he, him. And my fact is going to be today about how Skipper and Milo met. So I mentioned earlier they had met at camp, but the inciting incident was that the older camp counselor people, they dared the younger newbies to do this task, which was finding the spirit stick, but it was out on this little island out in the middle of the camp lake that is said to be haunted. And everybody was chicken shit to go except Skipper and Milo. But once they got out into onto the lake, that's when Milo decided to reveal, I can't swim. And he is terrified. And so Skipper kept him company, and they bonded over that, and she promised to teach him how to swim later in camp. And they became friends, and it was great. So that's mine. And I'm going to throw it back to Justin.
Thank you. You've probably noticed we are once again missing our dear friend Darrington, and by proxy Tennison is also missing. He's doing all right, everybody. Just scheduling has been rough, so hopefully he can join us again soon. But until then, I will keep doing my horrible impersonation of Tennison. A few things in the chat, now that I can see the chat again, because I'm home again, and I'm here.
Home again.
Home again.
Jiggity jig.
Some key gives some plot points to Skipper and Emma for trying out full contact gaming, which is very funny. And then to Milo, in case he needs to play fetch again, which... I want to be cool and know that I say that I understand that, but is there a joke I'm missing there?
Did I play
Was there fetch? Some key... Never mind. Just...
Oh, I guess when I had to go find the rock, the relic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I had to go find it, and so I was playing fetch. Oh, Milo had to get the stick from her and his background. his backstory.
Oh,
No, I was
Oh.
playing fetch.
He's so smart. We're not able to
Sumkey's the
keep
only
up.
one paying attention.
Oh, we're all like the lore master, our lore master, Sumkey. The only one.
know.
I just said
I
the
know.
story and I've already
We
forgotten.
all were
it.
like,
Amazing.
what are you talking about?
Fetch. I need more
Clever.
mushroom
Oh
coffee.
boy. More mushroom coffee, please.
Mhm.
Let's see.
has more
What do I need to
caffeine in
say?
it.
So, Stardust is a PG-13 adventure. We utilize safety tools such as lines and veils, these color cards, to make sure that everyone is staying comfortable and respectful of each other's boundaries. A few content warnings overall: language, violence, drugs, adult situations. Nothing ever graphic, though. This week's Get to Know a Zoa is all about continuing our region spotlight across Zoa, the different realms. In alphabetical order, we are now at Floridin, which I realize sounds a lot like Florida, but it could not be more different. It is a very Midwest feel to this realm. Just decent people trying to make a living. Family means a lot here. Beautiful sunsets, harsh winters, light rain. I mean, very much based off the Midwest. But it's overall like a realm of just pure suburbs. It's like this countryside-esque meadow of just like suburban living. Lots of small villages and neighborhoods and little residential areas. As far as the government is concerned, it's run as a democratic republic with a mayor, actually, who runs the entire realm, an elected mayor named Yuri Blackpaw. They are a badger, and they're currently running for re-election during this big crisis of Zoa.
This will affect the
I mean,
numbers.
yeah.
They were running.
Yeah, right. They are
They were-
dead now, along with all of Zoa. There you go.
What?
You heard it here first. Zoa's dead.
Wow.
All right, campaign over.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
you
guess
need to
there's
save.
Nothing left to try to do now.
That's all,
Um,
folks.
a few places of interest, and just a few, because like I said, there's nothing really too extraordinary about Floridin. There's the Battle of Grizzly Creek Monument. It's a large dominant statue and memorial site that was dedicated to the memory of the thousands of lives lost at Grizzly Creek during the Dust Wars. Big battle happened here. And then there's the Berry Buzz Market, where it's literally just a farmer's market. It's like the largest and most popular in the realms, but very, very plain, very simple. Yeah, that is Floridin. Next week, we will finish up, well, I guess technically speaking, we'll have a bonus one. So there'll be next week, and then there will be a bonus one after that, as far as the Get to Know Zoa realms are concerned. But next week's a big one. We're going to go all the way to Ishkapez next week, so that'll be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cool. I was like, what's next? And then I was like, I'm the one who has to decide that. Fun. If there's nothing else, let's go ahead and jump over to the world of... Hang on, let's try that again. So if there's nothing else, let's dive back into the world of Zoa Stardust. Ooh. And so, keeping with tradition here, I had my team write me the previously on segment. I have not read it, so let's see what they wrote. It's a long one this time, okay? Previously on Zoa Stardust, our intrepid group of adventurers caught themselves in a pickle. I love that expression. I'm sorry, it's so good. They caught themselves in a pickle when strange flying creatures began to attack their group and new fuzzy friends on their way to meet Ogrim the Humble. Caught in a slight segue, our heroes fought valiantly to protect each other and the pink Ewoks. Bird creatures were blinded, Kira was on the verge of dying, and all seemed hopeless until Milo summoned the power of the Relic and bonded with it. With the power of the Mystazoa within, Milo was then able to command the flying creatures to leave, thus saving the Fuzzy Wuzzies and the rest of the group. Exhausted and wounded, the team left to their ship to regroup, share a meal, and tend to their wounds. Now, well rested, the crew must decide the next course of action to find Ogrim the Humble and the next relic. Beautifully done. Good job.
Written by Annie.
Good job, Annie.
Good job, Annie.
Good job, Annie.
Sorry for the
Good job.
bad spelling and
Good.
Yeah, perfect. So, exactly. You all have shared a meal. You've rested up a good bit, and you're all on the Buckley Sting there on your ship. Take it away. What do y'all want to do?
Milo, what's our next step?
So I'm thinking, I mean, we have to go out in the desert to find this thing. Let's just take the whole ship. Let's just go. Let's just try it that way. Like, we're whichever way. Do we know which way we're going?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can figure out which way we're going.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Well,
do that.
Two things. Number one, you again know that in the desert area, remember this planet is kind of split into like a desert side and a jungle side, and you were kind of on the border between the edge of the jungle side, and you could see from that temple out towards the desert where there were all of these holes burrowed in the ground. So you know that that's a good place to start. You also, Milo, are being pulled in that direction from the relic that is now a part of you.
Okay.
yummy.
Yummy. I love that. Nothing like being a walking compass. So Milo's gonna kind of point them in the right direction. And I mean, do they need to go into the tunnels? Like, is he feeling it like it's an above ground thing, or it's is he?
Until you get closer, you're not really gonna be, no. It's just kind of pulling you over that.
All right.
way.
I think it's best if we just, like you said, start our way.
Yeah, let's just head a course that way. And he points in the direction that they're supposed to go.
Okay.
And we'll stop when we know it.
Okay.
So let's go
You
slow. We'll
start
drive.
yeah, so you start to set
Carefully.
sail over the jungle, the treetops and whatnot of this, again, this luminescent jungle. You rested a good while, and the way that the rotation of this little planet is working, it's you've rested through the night, we'll say, and the sun is starting to crest over the horizon there, so you're starting to get some daylight back, which is again a good time to start going on a hunt.
I also, if we have time, want to tell Skipper to make sure she's writing all this down and remind her to stay on top of that, because this is really good research that needs to be done too, for if we ever make it back to our planet or find our planet. You'll be a true historian.
Skipper, do you think you're keeping detailed notes on like where to find these planets and stuff, or
I
is that
think
something...
Skipper's more of a map person, so I think that they're like trying to sketch the area as we go through it and making notes about like where all the different holes are so that if we get lost, we'll know where we're supposed to be. But they would probably say, Kira, that sounds more like something that you would exceed in taking notes. I can make maps and I can take notes so that I can make a map of this planet. But you're more of a historian than I am.
Aren't you the navigator? Shouldn't you know how to like make a map of stars and stuff?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm making the map.
Oh, I thought you were.
No. She's right. I should be taking notes about the people we find and the different cultures and things that we see. So you're right. I'll write that down. So she's gonna write that down alongside your notes as well.
Delegating.
At which point Theodore Bilroth walks up behind you. Well, I'm quite skilled in note-taking. They say I have good penmanship back at the MacLeod Academy. If you needed some handiwork done. Now, I have to use a special kind of quill because my wing doesn't grasp certain pins the right way. Now,
do you use a feather quill?
I do. I sometimes pluck it from my own body. Just because...
Handy. Well, not handy, but...
wingy.
It could be handy.
That is so weird.
Alright, well, I'll be downstairs cleaning my utensils if you need me.
I agree with Flip. Can we just find the giant creature so we can get off this planet?
Sure. Yes.
So you're sailing forward. You get to the desert area. You're how high up would you say you're flying? I mean, like higher than the treetops, of course. But once Go ahead.
Yeah, higher than the treetops, but I think once we get clear of the trees, probably a little closer to the ground, just to kind of get a better feel for like which direction they're supposed to go, because like there's all these holes. So
yeah. Okay. So you are sailing over. Milo, you are feeling this pull, like forward, and then I don't know ship terms. I should have known this. To the left, I guess. To the left, to the starboard side. Is that the starboard side? Anyway,
we're gonna say it is, in Zoa Stardust it is.
Now.
Left is port. Thank you, Tar H-T-O-O. Right is starboard.
Right is starboard.
Right,
Thank you,
starboard.
Tar.
Left is port. Thank
Bow
you.
is front, and port is the back.
Wait, port
We
is
knew
the
that.
left.
Wait, no. Rear, standing at the rear of the boat. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Port is the left.
Port is the left. Starboard is the right. The
Bow
bow is the front. And then is the aft the back?
Yeah, it says when you're moving towards the rear end of the boat, this is called going aft.
Yes. The one I knew.
And
Okay.
also stern. I think they probably different levels,
Stern.
but
Yeah.
they both mean.
It depends on how
booty.
serious it's being at that time. If it's stern or if it's aft.
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
Stern.
So, yeah, your instinct is pulling you port side, Milo, out farther into the desert there. So, as you spin the wheel and, Buckley's Sting is soaring over the desert here. Enjoying the music. We get to, you get to see there is, more holes, more expanse and whatnot. But there is also like a large kind of crater area here. This kind of like dune esque, just divot in the planet. And that is where you feel the biggest pull, somewhere underground there.
Okay. So Milo's gonna park the ship. I don't know what you'd call it. Hit the brakes, drop an anchor. How do we stop this thing?
Way anchor.
How do we stop this thing?
Well, you can just slow down.
Okay.
But, yeah. With the-
No.
Yeah, because of the way that the sails work
Mhm.
with the solar energy, you can just literally, when you drop the sails, I suppose the energy kind of dies down. So it's just kind of like coming to a slow stop.
Okay. Milo's gonna hand the wheel over to Hector, and I think he's gonna go stand at the edge of the boat to kind of look down into it to kind of see what's going on. And he's gonna say,
Sure.
There. I think this is it. This feels right. I think this is it."
So you look over. Like I said, there are a good number of holes, large holes in the ground. Like, they are about going with the same school bus idea from before. They are about a diameter of a school bus.
I would like to ask Hector, with him and his knowledge, if he had ever heard of anything like Basilisk, Ogrim the Humble. Any tips? I mean, I don't know what to expect if it's gonna the eyes and what is it?
Well, hell, I don't know much about basilisks. That's more, fairy tales and stuff like that. That's never really had any knowledge on that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But
I just don't know what we're walking into, and I don't know how to prepare everyone.
you know who probably does know a little more?
Oh.
Ambassador Ebley down there.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say.
I said Dresden. That's why I was like, oh yeah, why didn't we ask the state?
Oh.
Is that racist?
I didn't think about that. Might be slightly racist, but
More.
I mean, hey, she might know. I don't know.
We could just gather all of our crew on the ship in one spot and ask everyone if they know what a basilisk is or know anything about it.
It's a good call. It's
I'll ring the bell.
Somebody has to go
we're
get
probably
Ebley,
gonna have
though.
to go down
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna have to get
can't
Ebley.
come up.
Yeah, why don't we
that's
just go
right.
down to the water beds?
Let's go
Pool
out there.
room. I guess we have a, what is that place?
Echo everyone to meet in the water room, the tank room, the pool,
The spa. It seems like it's a
Spa?
spa.
The
now.
the
Yeah.
lounge,
We're
It's
referred to
the
as
water
lounge.
lounge.
Yeah, the water
Yeah.
lounge.
Okay, we'll go down
Um,
and ask Ebley.
The wet bar.
Okay.
The wet bar.
So you go down to the wet bar, along with Dresden and Shay and Theodore Bilroth, Mallard Surgeon, and
Jesus
Tennison is also there, and everyone kind of looks over to you, Skipper.
All right. Kira was asking a question, and so we need to know if anyone here knows anything about basilisks.
Everyone kind of looks around at each other.
Just raise your
waiting,
hand, and she'll
Um,
call on you.
and you. It takes everybody a moment to see it. But
Or your tail,
Ebley is kind of raising a fin, like
or your fin.
kind of sideways in the
Yes.
water.
Ebley?
Yes, well, if you were needing some sort of expertise on the anatomy and biology of a basilisk, you might need to go elsewhere. However, I do know of a great many tales, because basilisks have tails, about basilisks, specifically the ones that were told us at the conservatory where I went.
Yes?
Oh, well, where would you like me to start?
Well, if
From the beginning.
yeah,
Well,
if
It could take a while. If you have any
How do we
specific
defeat
questions.
one? What are the
Ah,
greatest weaknesses? What
ooh,
should we look out for?
weaknesses. Yes, of course. Well, in the folklore, the way to basilisks have dense skin, scales, armor, if you will, that protect them immensely from attacks on the outside. It is quite impossible to penetrate their skin. So as far as weaknesses go, I would say there are few. But it's probably possible. Perhaps if you well, somehow, I don't know how it's possible, honestly. Now that I think about it, all of the folklore that I've heard and read usually ended with smaller creatures being eaten, but
So you don't know anything about Ogrim the Humble at all?
well, of course, Ogrim the Humble was the ruler, the king of the basilisks. When he came to power, the rest of them sort of got in line, if you will, a sort of order to the chaos that came before. That's how the folklore goes, of course. Now, as far as if any of this is true, well, although I guess you all know now that that is maybe true, I should probably get out of this pool every now and then.
What dangers should we look out for with the basilisk?
Well, of course, they were said. Now, I don't know how this is anatomically possible, but they were said to freeze you with their stare. So I guess avoiding the eyes would be ideal, but again,
Okay.
it could just be some sort of whimsical addition. You know how things get passed down and
Anything else?
probably teeth.
I wonder if there's tea?
Teeth?
Tea?
Oh!
Teeth?
Tea.
I don't have any myself, but there's probably some.
Just the fish, like.
Yeah. Somebody can clip that for me later. So anyway, he's kind of rambling on about
I'm wondering if there's something having to do with the fact that he is humble, not looking into his eyes, keeping our heads down, assuming humble ourselves to.
Yes, I believe they called him Ogrim the Humble based on the way that he came into power over his kin. There was war amongst them, very much, not war necessarily, just protecting one's own self. Ogrim, if I remember the stories correctly, was the one who bowed down to the others, who, instead of leading with the bite, if you will, allowed himself to be bitten and gained glory and power through being, as one might say, turning the other cheek.
It's like a decent chap.
Do you think there are other basilisks on this planet?
Do I think? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know where we are.
Skipper's getting antsy.
Yeah,
Like, they really want to take
I would-
action, but they're trying to practice restraint.
Yeah, Milo's very bored right now.
I think noticing this, I think we have everything that we're gonna right now. So.
Yes, well, I'm glad to be of service. If you need any more information, please do come back on down to the wet bar, as I've been calling it. It's a nice little entendre. But good luck.
I appreciate it.
And if you do find Ogrim, please tell me what happens. I'm dying for anything down here. Any sort of anything.
Perhaps while
This
we're
poor
gone,
guy.
maybe Tennison could work on those legs while we go look for Ogrim.
Investigate. Yeah.
Oh, Tennison, you've had such an adventurous day. Maybe you deserve to stay here and rest.
If you're sure, are you certain?
I feel really bad that Embley still doesn't have legs.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think he's starting to get a little kooky.
I do as well. Okay.
Shay, I think you were wanting to come with us, so we'll be okay. We'll have one extra person.
Oh my gosh, we're switching out our NPC. Like sorry. It's like in a video game where you switch out who your support character is.
Yeah. Yeah, Shay says, absolutely. Yeah, let's do it. Looking
so
for
what-
a basilisk. Why not?
I don't think we've ever actually like had a real conversation before. What exactly did you do on your previous ship? Because you weren't the captain. Becca knows this now.
I was the protector of our ship.
Oh, okay.
And I failed pretty miserably. So.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
These things do. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
2 protectors. Great. We have 2 protectors now. Fantastic.
So, let's see.
So we're going down into the hole. That big crater down there. That seems like maybe the place we should go.
Yeah.
Unless that's too risky and reckless,
Now let's go.
Captain.
Hector escorts you all up to the bow of the ship and kind of, you're all looking over. Hector says, one way to, maybe, just throwing out a secondary opinion here. You could go down in there blindly, or, is there some way to bring it out?
Oh, like lure it out of the hole. What do basilisks like? What would a god want? Oh, and Skipper looks at Milo.
What? I'm not following.
Your little buddy inside you.
You've
Oh,
got
the
that
rock?
relic.
Yeah. So do I have to? What are we gonna tie me to the end of a rope?
No, I think
Dangle
maybe
me over the
activating
ship?
it, since you can feel
Cool.
since you can feel Ogrim and the Mystozoa, maybe Ogrim can feel you as well, and maybe if you activate that, and I don't know, maybe it would sense it and come out to meet you.
Yes. And we could also dangle you off the edge of the ship on a rope as well.
Yeah. If you want to do that, that's
Yeah,
fine.
let's try Kira's idea first before we dangle anybody over a ship.
At this point, the sun is kind of nearly at high in the sky. Days go faster here.
Then we better start getting.
All right.
Does Dresden want to come, or is she not really that?
Oh no, I think unless you need me to come, I'm pretty happy being on this ship and not down
That's
there.
I don't think we'll need a technician down there.
Just was wondering.
No,
The
I
offer's
get
open.
Ogrim's a reptile, I'm a reptile, I get it, but no, I'm good.
That's fine. Just was wondering if you felt left out, so you're always welcome.
I
we don't
will
want
be
any
here
of that
to-
reptile dysfunction. So
I'll be here to
Shame on
man the
you.
cannons if you need some backup.
I
Awesome.
love that idea.
Good.
Now that we
So-
have a shit ton of dust, by the way, so we've
Awesome.
got cannon power if we need it. She says a little too giddily.
Oh,
Right
she's
then.
trigger happy.
Does they have her own gun, or does Tennison have that large one to give to her, or something like that? Has that been fixed?
Tennison integrated the large one into his Tucanai, so there's
Shoot,
Oh.
so we
that's
don't have
not-
an extra one for her. or anything?
Tennison had one on his own that he could give to her. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
his regular
Just so
one.
she has something.
yeah, she has a dust shot. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All
So
right.
are we
Okay.
docking and then going into the hole? Is that the plan?
I thought we were gonna
To
try
get
and
the
try and
bats
lure it
to come
out.
Okay.
The whole.
Are we gonna stay in the sky, or are we gonna dock on the ground and then try to get them to come out?
Oh, I don't know about docking on the ground. That feels a little
Okay.
exposed to me, but
I
hey,
think-
you
Yeah, no,
make
the
call.
ship should stay up.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
take the canary down. Let's go.
Yeah.
All
Aye,
right.
aye,
Right.
Captain.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
We'll be here. And the 5 of you get into the Canary and start sailing down towards the ground. Milo,
Uh-huh.
you are feeling a stronger and stronger impulse within you. Your heart's beating pretty fast. You know, I think you're just like this, like, intense adrenaline just kind of pumping through you. And the rest of you, I think, notice. It's pretty evident that Milo is, like, just, like, breathing kind of heavy and looking a little ill.
I'm gonna put my paw on Milo and just kind of just breathe. Okay? You can do
We're
this. Milo,
this is great. Terrifying.
I know. You can do it. We're here. We're not gonna let anything happen to you. Just take a deep breath. Okay.
Skipper, I'm gonna assume while this is happening to Milo, I assume you're the one kind of maybe steering the Canary.
Sure.
I mean, unless anybody else wanted to claim it.
No, I'm good with boats.
Take over, Skipper.
Okay, great.
Boats,
Just so I
boats,
know.
boats.
So,
I like boats.
so Milo, you're doing these breathing things with Kira, as you guys get closer, like right over the crater there, and Milo, it's in that moment your mind goes blank for a moment, and similar to how it felt when you first bonded with your relic, and you saw that just kind of vision of the the starry cave with Silgrit in it. In this moment, you're kind of there's a vision, and you return to that kind of starry cave. But this time, instead of a spider, you just see this, like, shadow just pass in front of you like a subway train. And your heart, like, just, like, intense pain for a moment, and you can't help but just, like, scream, however briefly. And it's then that Chomper and Skipper, the two of you kind of like looking out and everything, all of you hear this as it happens. From below you, the earth shatters apart, and a large, I mean, snake feels wrong to say. It's more like a giant armored worm. Just thick body, like the head is like there's not even like it's just this worm like thing shooting up right at your Canary. I need you to make me a roll here to see how well you can maneuver out of its way.
Go.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take anything as possible. We're going to, what do you think? Attributes for maneuvering, would that be willpower? Alertness?
Alertness,
Alertness, yeah.
Yeah.
Alertness.
Whichever's higher.
I'm gonna say sailing as one of my specialties.
Yeah.
And then I feel like this is an explorer move, right? Because I'm navigating.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's everything that I can add for that roll. So I did get 1-1.
Okay.
But my total is going to be a 12 with a D8 effect.
Okay.
Wait. Yes, a 12 with a D8 effect.
Okay. All right, I will give you a plot point for that one.
Take it.
So, and mark for yourself, this is what we should start doing, because I'm going to give you a complication here. What was the one on?
It was on a D6.
A D6. Okay, so you're gonna mark yourself a D6 because when you beat this complication, you'll be able to add that D6 to your growth pool.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I have 2 other complications I need to finish.
Were they D4s?
Yeah.
You have to add them in.
I know. I forgot. Okay, do I add them in now?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
add 2 D4s.
Get rid of them.
Another 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's okay.
Well, I didn't use the 2 for anything, so now it's 2 1s. 2 1s, but it still stays the same, a 12 with a D8 effect.
Okay, well, I will give you another plot point, and I will step up that previous complication from a D6 to a D8. So mark it as a D8 instead. This, who you can assume to be Ogrim, just barrels out of the ground. And, like, here's his mouth, and here's you guys. And then just... like, in the last second, you get out of the way as it clamps down. However, getting out of the way that fast, you have the weight on your ship shifts.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And I need everybody to just roll me 1 die here.
Oh
We're gonna
no.
call this is going to be we'll call this an alertness roll. Everybody roll me for alertness. Trying something new here.
So do we have to use that alertness die that we have?
Use the alertness die and nothing else. Just roll that 1 die.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Things are not going
Oh,
well.
no. Good gosh.
Okay. Alright, hang on, I'm gonna look at your results here.
Oh no. None of us did well.
Doing so poorly.
None of us did well.
Okay. Wait, Emma,
Wow.
what'd you get?
Big
I
wormy
didn't see
boy.
Thick wormy boy is gonna eat me.
Emma, what'd you get?
I want to say I got a 4. Yeah, I got a 4 on my D8.
Okay. And Rebecca, you got
A 1 on a D10.
On a D10, okay.
Whoa.
Bradley, you got a 4.
I got a 4 on a D6.
6, okay. And then Annie.
I got a 3 on a D8. Not good.
Okay. So the canary flips around. Skipper, you are holding on to, I guess, the rudder, and it kind of just loses control. The canary flips upside down. Milo, straight towards the ground. Kira, you also start falling towards the ground. Chomper, you grab on to the canary and you have grip. You can hold on. Skipper, I'm going to let you have a decision here. This complication, you decide what it is. You either hold on to the rudder and essentially break your arm doing so, or you've let go and are going to fall like the others, essentially.
I want to, I think, let go and fall like
No.
Okay. So there's a moment where you feel like, oh my god, my arm's gonna snap, and you just let go and fly
Gosh.
off.
And I'm gonna say it's because now there's a little voice in Skipper's head that's like, oh well, if I break my arm, then I might be defenseless later, so I'd better be safe than sorry.
Better be safe than sorry. Okay.
So fall out of the boat.
That's me challenge. I'm like Skipper's starting
Challenging.
to challenge that those traits that she has.
Okay. Yeah.
Did Shay make it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I should roll for Shay.
Roll
Good call,
for
good call.
Shay.
Roll for Shay.
Every
This
time
is
we say
for
Shay, just imagine
alertness.
a friend
We're
of a
gonna
mutual friend of
proceed.
ours and Casey named Shay.
Shay got
Yeah.
a natural 1 as well.
No!
No.
So Shay and Milo, you two fall, and the way that you two are falling, and Shay and Milo get snatched up by
Caught your
Ogrim.
fall? I don't know.
Kira, you and Skipper fall into these sand dunes.
Ooh.
Not pleasant. Let's see. I'm gonna roll your For Skipper, the complication that I'm giving you here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually turn it into damage instead because
Okay.
that's the way that we chose there. So it's a D8 of damage, and therefore you're not gonna get this added to your growth pool for the record.
Okay.
Kira, yours was a D8 as well. So.
Okay. Yes, it was.
Shit. Okay. Kira, that's an 8 for you.
Of
no.
course.
8 on a D8.
Of course.
Skipper, for you, that's a 2.
okay.
A 2?
2 points of damage.
Shot.
It's a good thing I was back to full health,
I
y'all.
think Kira lands, and then, like, you kind of, like, or maybe you kind of catch up to Kira, and she, like, takes the brunt of the fall. Chomper, you are holding on to this canary as it's going every which way. What do you do?
I try to write it as much as I can
Uh-huh.
to get it at least upright.
Music.
Do I have that? Can I?
Make me a check. Let's roll a full-on dice pool for this.
Is Chomper gonna, like, windsurf? Is he gonna, like, avatar this canary?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it was tight on the canary for Chomper already. So to have all the room by himself is something pretty fun. Thick wormy boy. Yeah.
Ugh.
Can't work out.
No, I got a 9 with a 1.
Oi, boy. No, you can't. You can't right yourself back up the right way. You can keep hanging on, but there's really no way for you to aim or steer. So you're just kind of floating away from the group at this point.
Flip, know how to steer? Come on, Flip.
Also, I think because the canary is upside down, it's slowly descending towards the ground, but
Yeah.
not at a pace where it's going to, like, you know, kill you or anything.
Crash. Yeah.
Kira, Skipper, you two land in the sand. So Ogrum is just, like, turning and barrels into the ground next to you, tunneling back under the ground.
Summon the worm, they say.
No.
What do you two do?
Milo's in there!
Okay, do we grab onto it, or do we wait for it to go through and then chase after it?
I don't know. Milo would say that we shouldn't do something dangerous and reckless.
Milo, are you okay? Milo, can you hear me?
We'll get to that.
Can I
in a
hear
second.
them?
We'll get to that in a second, Milo. For now, we'll just say there's no response.
Oh, gosh. Well,
We should stay and we should regroup. We should get Chomper.
Are we even sure this is Ogrum?
oh, gosh. No, we're not. Chomper! Get down here now! I don't know how!
I'm coming down slowly, I think.
So Chomper's slowly descending as you two try to go figure out what to do next. Milo, you and Shay. Milo, you are in darkness. It's warm. It's kind of wet. You're kind of stuck on something. You can feel. And as you kind of like reach out for it, it's glossy and got like, you know, just covered in dirt and gritty texture. You would assume this is a large tooth that you're hanging on to.
Oh no.
What do you do?
Can I radio? Can I try radio? Milo's gonna try and radio, and he's just gonna say, "Is everyone okay? Where is everyone?
So
It's dark in here."
Yeah, right when you go to radio, you do get a weak, fuzzy kind of signal from Kira, You can tell
Shoot.
she's you hear your name, but it's fuzzy. It's blurry.
Shoot. Can I they don't have like a light on them, do they?
The echoes?
The echo?
Yeah. Did we decide yes? No.
I don't remember. I don't have my notebook on
I think
me today.
yes. Sure.
Okay. So Milo's gonna click on the light on it and try and look around and try and get his bearings. He's gonna see if anyone else got eaten because he was just falling. He doesn't know who else got sacked.
So as you go to flip that light on, it's kind of like and you realize the reason that your device is being fuzzy is because somehow in all of this happening, your echo got broken a little bit. It's cracked. Your echo device. So, yeah. So the light is kind of flickering like a horror movie, and you do see across the way though with that blinking light, you see what looks to be like an unconscious Shay, like a strap on her belt is dangling and kind of holding her from falling down into like the gullet of this creature.
Okay. Okay. Milo's gonna try and reach out with the rock to try and communicate with this thing, and he's gonna say,
Did you say the rock?
yeah, the relic.
The relic.
The relic.
Okay. I was like, is that a new thing? The rock?
That's what I keep calling it because I forget.
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I'm gonna reach
Dwayne,
out with
come in,
the rock
Dwayne.
Johnson.
I'm gonna reach out with Dwayne. Milo's gonna try and reach out with the relic, and he's just gonna be like, oh God, what do I say? He's Ogrim, please stop! Like, what are you doing? Like, we're not your enemies. Please, don't eat me.
Make me a dice pool here, Rebecca, and this is gonna be anything that it you can tie into a internal connection, whether it be like a willpower type thing, some sort of like a soul based, anything that like Milo would get sentimental even about. Anything that you think could like tie into your soul. Make me build something with that. I know it's a little tricky, but
yeah. I got this.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, Chomper, you have the canary has landed in the sand. You're not too far away from Kira and Skipper. In that moment, you're all kind of looking around. It's deadly quiet around here. A little bit of breeze kind of blowing some sand off the dunes. And then next to you, out of the sand, Ogrim once more. And in this light, you do see there's that same kind of like galactic, like almost like transparent, starscape on his body that you saw the same thing from Silgrit, giving off this very like spectral look.
I think we found the right worm.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Is
How do we get its
staying
attention?
up? Or
I
is it-
want to get. Oh, it's gonna smash
I'm
down on us,
going
isn't
to-
it? It's preparing to
I'm-
like.
going to bow.
Don't
Okay.
get eaten.
Yep.
All right, you
Yep, we
bow.
are.
You bow.
I'm going to copy Kira, and I'm going to bow. Can I challenge a trait statement here? By being like following and not running and reckless and trying to be
Absolutely.
cautious.
Yeah, girl.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Get it?
So, but what do I roll then?
Well,
like,
what trait statement would this be, or what trait? Are you challenging?
I see. That's the hard part. I just like Skipper's a very reckless person who runs in and gets into trouble, and I'm trying to figure out like how I can uh I'll figure it out. Come back to me.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look at
That-
your sheet real quick too.
More like a peacekeeper, kind of like
Yeah.
traits like intellect or like a peacekeeper or charm or something. I don't know.
No, that's a good thought, Annie. Like
That's
maybe
kinda
it's
my thought.
peacekeeper.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
see.
I would say willpower too. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
willpower's a good one.
leader even.
I think maybe I'll challenge the peacekeeper because my peacekeeper statement is it's not my job to make other people happy. Just give people time and space and they'll come around. But I'm actually trying to like get this guy to like us and trying to follow instructions from other people and not take the lead. So yeah, maybe I'll challenge my peacekeeper trait statement to be like we need to it's important to follow or it's important to try and make ties with other people or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Good idea.
Okay,
Um,
so then I roll 3 peacekeeper die.
Yes.
Oop.
And then for the rest of the session, you'll lower that peacekeeper die 1 degree.
Oops, I just added too many. Okay, so maybe this roll is a roll to try and like appeal to Ogrum.
Sure.
Like this is a role to try and show deference and to humble. Skipper is humbling themselves. Skipper is humbling themselves before Ogrum and following the lead of their friend Kira.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Chomper, are you doing the same? What are you doing?
Ooh, look at that.
I will bow as well.
I got we're gonna say an 11 with a D6 effect.
Okay. Kira?
And actually, I'm gonna spend a plot point too to add an extra die so that it can be a 15 with a D6 effect.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Do it. Was I supposed to roll?
No. I mean, you.
I only
okay.
rolled because I was challenging a trait statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll anything?
No, it's fine. You know what? This is how it goes. So, you got a 15 with a D10 effect.
D6 effect.
D6 effect. Okay. Cool. So, you bow, Kira, as this thing is reaching its tipping point. The rest of you follow her lead. You're all bowing. And Ogrum gets, like, looking down at you and stops. And you're not sure what's happening. You can, like, the sand kind of falling all around you. You see the shadow of him kind of casting down on you, but he has stopped. And then Skipper, with your whisker sense, because you rolled so well, you sense he is about to just drop right on top of you. You sense that he's about to swallow you, and in the back of your mind, you think, like, the bowing thing may have worked once upon a time, but these relics are fucking with everybody's mind, the Mystozoa's mind, so he may not be his right self right now.
Okay.
So, Skipper, you realize that as...
Run!
Okay. All
I
right.
push Kira and run. We begin to run away.
Yeah. I'll say all of you, because Skipper rolled so well on that one with the 15, Skipper, you do warn them in time, and all 3 of you just barely make it out of the way, pummeling down into the ground. While that was happening, Milo.
I rolled a 14 with a D8 effect, and I do have a 1. Today's not a good day for me.
Okay. Okay.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes things fun. You
Cool.
look too happy.
No, it's just I
Oh, no,
I had
you
no
have
idea how this was gonna turn out. What you guys are gonna do? So it's just kind of cool the way that it's going.
I love it. It's fun.
Good gosh.
Okay, you, Milo, close your eyes and try reaching out to Ogrim. What do you say?
Milo says, Ogrim, please, we're not here to hurt you or anything. We need your help. Please don't eat us.
You are back in that vision of this galactic, escape around you. That shadow goes by once more, and then comes like face to face with you. You're staring into its like essence, essentially, and in this voice you feel inside of you, it says, "Can't stop. Need me. Help. Stop me. Stop me. And then just kind of keeps going around chaotically. It's then, Milo, that you feel just like inside, everything turns on its head as he has crested once more downward, and you fly off the tooth, basically, unless you were holding on.
Yeah, I was holding on.
Okay, you were holding on. However, Shay, over on the other side, like, you hear a voice in that moment, Milo, and then, and everything kind of shifts, and her belt flies off the tooth that she was dangling off of, and she falls down the throat.
So Milo hears that.
More underground.
Milo remembers the painting and where the stone was on the painting of Ogrim, and Milo's going to draw his dust blade, and he's going to let go of the tooth, and he's going to go down.
Okay. You
Freaking fly, you fool.
grab your dust blade.
And Gandalf style.
Just this fennec fox, like, flying down the mouth, like the throat. Amazing. Chomper, Skipper, Kira, you have just dove out of the way. There is a large hole that you are now starting to sink into. The sand is kind of caving in, I need you all to make me some sort of a roll here to try and quickly get out of it before you are sucked in.
Justin's trying to kill us.
Always.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right.
Making some rolls.
Making some bacon.
Oh my god, Justin, why would you do that? Now I really want bacon.
Oh,
Ooh,
turkey bacon sounds good. We should all go to IHOP after this.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh my god, you guys, we can hang out in real life again.
Yeah, we
No,
can.
we can't.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
we can.
Only
Never mind.
virtual.
Gosh.
It's alright, Bradley. I know you don't love it.
Okay, I'm rolling. My roll is pretty good. I got a 10 with a D8 effect.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a D8 with a D8 effect.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I have an 11 with the D8 effect,
Okay.
and I did roll a 1
Um,
on a D6.
D6. Okay. Kira,
Yep.
you and Skipper climb your way out. Chomper's having a little more problems as he's sinking quicker than he can keep up his heavy body. Even though he can run fast, he can't get traction. Kira,
We have to do
Chomper,
something.
Chomper, put your oxygen on. Put your oxygen on. Push the button.
Okay.
hit your oxygen. Do either of you want to try to do something to help him? Before...
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
are you gonna do? I mean, come on.
Do we have rope? Do we have rope that we
Oh,
could
gosh.
like throw to him?
There's probably some rope back on the canary.
Yeah. Tie it to the canary. Tie it to the canary. Tie it to him. Pull him out.
I want to run to the canary to get the rope and run back to get it to Kira to throw to Chomper.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Chomper, make me another roll. Let's see if you can even keep this up before it's too late, because Skipper's running back to the canary. There's time-wise, this shouldn't work. So give me a reason to make it work.
I was gonna say, I have a question.
Yeah. I haven't given you a complication yet, so if you keep going.
Knowing that I can run
Mm-hmm.
and I have built for speed, I'm gonna say, no, you stay, and I'm going to book it.
Hell yeah.
And use my built for speed special effect,
All
which
right.
is the
Yes,
point
honey.
double
Kira,
my...
make me a roll. Let's see how fast you are, Kira.
Gosh. Okay, so I spend a plot point to double this die for the extent of your run, or step up this die twice for one roll. So I'd like to step it up from a D6 to a D8.
And I think it's step up twice for one roll. So to a D10.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's do it. Feet don't fail me now. Okay, let's do a D10. So I make a whole dice pool like
Excuse me.
normal.
Yeah.
You're good.
I just tried to talk and it didn't work.
It's okay.
Okay, so my dice pool, I got a 13. I'd like to spend a plot point and add one of the other dice, which would make it 16. I did get a 1, though.
Okay, so you got a 16, but a 1 as well. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. And a 1 on a
I'd rather
D8.
take damage than a
Okay.
complication.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Right.
Don't give
Okay.
up, Chomper. Don't give up. You can do this.
Here we go. Please. Okay, no ones.
Ooh.
Okay,
No
I'm
ones.
going to use the 9 and the 5 to make a 14 and use a... Oh gosh. Where's my hero? And use my D10 and my hero dice to make the effect.
Ooh.
Okay. So you're gonna use... This is our first hero die of the game. That's exciting.
So a 14 with a D10 effect.
Okay. Amazing. Here's what happens. Have you guys ever seen Treasure Planet?
Yes.
Because this is that moment in Treasure Planet at the end, at the climax, when Jim is like, we're not gonna make it, and then he's like, we have to go back the other way. It makes more sense if you've seen the movie. And so Kira, just instinctively, primal instincts pushing you down onto all fours, just you are faster than ever, skid into the sand with your body weight, kick the canary, flipping it over, and then start it up and shift the canary over and fly it back towards this sinkhole. In that moment, taking the rope and tossing it over the side, while you tie one side off to the canary, the rope lands right by you, Skipper. As you instinctively just kind of toss it down to Chomper, who did successfully maintain with a 16. Hell yeah, keeping on. But I will go ahead and roll that one. Actually, I'm gonna give you just a complication, and we're gonna call it exhaustion. D8. exhaustion for you because you just it's tiring. Try and like you're almost out of room. But then the rope comes, and you catch it as you fly over the sinkhole. Kira lifts up on the canary, and you are safe. Now, Kira, it's your call. You have a D10 effect. What do you want to do with that? You want to build a new asset that you can use in future roles, like the canary? You could just call that the asset. Do you want to step down somebody else's complication or anything like that? Or what do you think you want to do?
I would could I make it? Well, okay, so it has to be an actual asset, like something. It can't be something about myself. It has to be.
It can be. What are you thinking?
I was gonna say, since that was like such a primal instinct, could that be like a asset of like primal reaction or something?
Hell
quick
yeah.
reaction or something like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So make yourself an asset. We'll call it primal instincts have kicked in for you, and for every roll until the end of the scene now, you can add that D10 to your rolls because you are focused now. Hell yeah.
And as that canary goes over, Skipper's just looking up like,
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
I give her a wink. I got you, girl.
While that was happening, Milo, you
Yes.
and you just sail down until you land in some sort of liquid.
Does it burn?
What?
Does it burn?
Not yet, but it definitely doesn't feel great and uncomfortable and just not great. You don't want to be in here long. Your light kind of flickering on and off. You do see Shay is like on we'll say a piece of debris. Hell, why not? Floating over not too far away from you. What do you do?
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
She's okay.
I think I broke some ribs again.
Yeah, you're not having a really good time, are you?
No.
Can Milo look around and see if he sees like a stone or something?
Oh, a what?
A stone or something? Like
A
he's looking for
stoner.
the relic.
Oh.
He has a theory, and
Okay. Looking around, you kind of flash your light different ways. Nothing that looks like the relic.
Shoot. Can I use that compass thing? Can I feel it? Like does it feel like it's in here somewhere?
You
Like in the body.
feel like you are within the relic. You feel like it's all
just
around
his
you.
the whole entity.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one because you are bonded with a relic, so you kind of understand what it's like. The relic that you are bonded with, Milo, it's not in your belly. It's not physically within your person. It is bonded to your soul.
Oh.
You feel it as
Okay.
more of a spiritual thing than a physical thing, even though it manifests itself physically at times. So, what you would assume, you're not gonna find an actual like physical relic and just be able to pick it up within Ogrim. You're gonna have to somehow conquer Ogrim's spirit, whether it is defeating or killing Ogrim. That's probably one way to do it. Silgrit told you all that in order to break, it's a hard thing to do, to break the bond between the relic and its host. And pretty much, I mean, I'm not going to say the only way, but like definitely the most sure method way would be to kill the spirit that the host is that the relic's bonded to.
Okay. So Milo realizes all this, and he's kind of thinking for a second, and he feels really guilty about it, but he and Shay are stuck inside a giant belly, and they can't stay in here long, and they have to go. So Milo Starkleaver was already drawn, but Milo is going to overcharge it, and he is going to also draw his those
Spider leg.
Spider leg thingies.
Yeah.
And can I make them sharp?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna start carving through.
Okay. Just on the wall around you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and cut through them, just slice them right open.
Okay.
One, so we can get out.
Yeah.
And two, because
Make me
I should have cut when I was up in the head. I didn't think about that.
Make me go ahead and make me a roll. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everything. Okay. So there is a 1.
Okay.
I'm going to do a 10 with a D8 effect.
Okay.
So it's the plot point.
Yeah, well, the tissue inside of Ogrim is soft like anything else, so you pretty easily start slicing through. I think you're kind of floating in this until, Shay watches as these 2 spider legs grow out of your back and then just stick to the wall, and you start to climb the wall as you just slice up the side, kind of, just up the middle. And go ahead and roll your effect die for damage here.
A 3. My effect die rolls.
Okay.
Shit.
And you rolled a 1. Was
Do
that
you
on
have
the
heroic die?
D6?
Oh, yeah, I do. I think so. Yeah, I have 1 D12. How do you use those?
You could substitute it for your D8 if you wanted to expend it.
Can I do that and spend the plot point?
Yep.
Okay. That is now a D12, and I am out of plot points.
All right, roll the D12.
Here we go. If I get less than a 3, I swear to God, I am going to throw this computer. Here we go!
Wait, I thought that you could just use the heroic die in place of the effect die. I thought that's what Kira did earlier.
It is, yeah.
So why
I
do you
made
have to roll
it worse.
Because she's rolling damage.
Oh, okay.
So you roll the effect die. Yeah.
Oops.
Well,
anyway.
Well.
2 points of damage.
I made it worse.
It's working, but this is a very big Ogrim. And yeah, it's also because you rolled a 1, I'm gonna go ahead and have some damage on you. I believe, was it a 1 on a D6?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's 4 points of damage from the acid that you are covered in. Starts to kind of sizzle onto your fur and into your skin. Shay, taking note from you, says, okay, we're doing this, and kind of tries to stand on this floating debris a bit and kind of balance herself as she pulls out the dust shot and just starts shooting the walls along with you. Let's see how she does here. Yeah, she got a 10 as well. So 1 more point of damage. Okay. Meanwhile, outside, the 3 of you, Kira, you are on top of this canary. Chomper's holding on, although you could probably let go now because you could drop into the sand without harm. Skipper, you are around them as well. What are you guys doing?
Milo, Come in, Milo. You're muted, Kira.
My echo wasn't working. What do we need to do? We need to go get him, yeah? I think we need to go get him. That's what he would do.
You mean
Chomper?
go inside him? We could have.
I don't
inside him
know.
last time.
Maybe we should get back on the ship so we can use the cannons? Are we going to attack Ogrum?
What did you feel? You felt like he's not listening to negotiations, so...
When we were bowing, I sensed that there was something off with him. I don't know if he's in his right mind. Clearly, something's wrong if he's not protecting the Fuzzy Wuzzies from those awful flying creatures. Maybe we have to reach out to him? I don't know. Milo's in there. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna pause you all real quick and retcon one thing here, because I just remembered that with the Mystazoa, I actually had the idea and I never wrote it down apparently. I was gonna do damage differently with the Mystazoa. And so instead of rolling damage, you choose your effect die, almost like what Emma was actually saying. And we're just gonna add those effect die together, and when you reach a threshold with those, that is kind of how you will defeat a Mystazoa. Because it's such a god level thing, having damage rolls will take literally forever.
Yeah.
So that was my, yeah, I forgot we wanted to do that. So I'm gonna retcon and say, Milo, with your D12 and with Shay's D6, that has got up to basically an 18, if we will. And so Ogrum, you do feel Milo. Ogrum is starting to just like big pain coming. The three of you outside, as you're talking that out, Skipper, right as you kind of say that, from behind you, cresting once more, you see Ogrum, who this time just kind of lays on the ground, and starts kind of you know, serpentine-esque fashion, like wiggling its way on the ground across the surface, away from you.
We're sitting ducks on the ground. I think we should get in the canary and be above, at least be in the air. And follow him. Right?
Yeah, into the canary.
You alright, Chomper?
I'm alright. We're missing two of our mates, and I just want this worm to stop messing with us.
Right. Alright. Let's go. Onward!
Alright, so you all hop into the canary and sail off overhead of Ogrum. You see, I mean, just kind of, he's not really going anywhere specific, it looks like, just kind of doing something different. Is there anything you want to do from up here, or are you just kind of trying to keep track?
I don't know what to do. Chomper, your protector, do you think we attack this thing? Do you think we try to get its attention, go in? What are you thinking? We obviously can't penetrate it from the outside.
I mean, if we can get closer to it, we might be able to signal Milo from the inside.
Perhaps that's a good idea. Can we get lower?
Yeah, and I'll also mention just being able to see this thing in its full glory right now. You would estimate it's about 200 feet long or so, and it's a thick boy. He's a thick boy.
Yeah, he is.
But there are towards the tail, it does kind of teeter off a bit and get a little more narrow. You also see there are on the bottom. He's not full snake, it seems. He does have small like arms that kind of propel or push him forward.
No.
Like a centipede?
Kind of like a
Like
centipede.
a salamander?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, not a ton. Not like 100 little arms. There's like six arms that are just kind of like pushing off the ground a little bit. Anyway,
I mean, it's this big. Could we climb up its butt?
Ew!
Chomper.
I'm just saying.
Why?
I mean,
it
there
could
are
have
two
worked
directions we can go.
Could have worked for Ant-Man and Thanos, right?
I'm just going to try to stay somewhat close to its head so that if Milo is not in the stomach yet, we could get him out. He could hop out into the canary.
See if we can get its mouth open, we can take a shot too. I don't know.
It's risky.
It is. I don't know. I tried negotiation once and it didn't seem to work, so I think we're at the fighting point now. We just need to get Milo out of there, and Shay.
All right. Remember the plan that we had where we were gonna dangle Milo over the side?
Yeah?
I think it's time, but I think we need a bigger target.
Oh, gosh.
Are you
Okay.
volunteering?
I think I am.
Oh, gosh. All right.
As you guys are talking about this and thinking about it, where at first it didn't seem like Ogrim was going anywhere specifically, Skipper, with the way that you've started to map out this planet a little bit, you do realize and you can actually see kind of out ahead, he is heading straight towards the jungle. And I mean, if your map is correct, he's specifically back towards the temple and the village of Fuzzy Wuzzies.
Oh, gosh.
He's going
in
towards
that
the
direction.
temple.
Okay, we gotta speed up. We gotta distract him. Don't you
Right.
think?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna speed up and I'm gonna try to keep the canary near Ogrim's head so that if Chomper's gonna jump out on a rope, we can dangle him by his head.
All right. As you start to prepare for that, Milo, you are still going at it inside?
Yeah. Is like, do I roll again? Am I making any?
It's working.
Headway!
Yeah, you'll have to roll again to just continue adding damage, if you will.
Okay.
But my question for you is, are you staying in the same place, or are you trying to work your way back up towards the mouth? Shay is down below in this pool of acid she's trying to float on top of.
Yes. I'm like crawling my way up back towards the head and just dragging the sword along with me, just vivisecting
Okay.
as I go.
All right.
And I rolled, and is a I don't know why I'm trying to do math right now. That's a 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
A 16 with a D8 effect.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a D8. Hell yeah. Okay.
Get it.
Okay, cool. You continue going
And-
just slicing up. And were you overcharging your...
I was.
Okay, so you've added that in already. That's part of your...
I didn't this last one. I did it the first one. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if I do it multiple times or
No,
not. So
you're right.
I figured not.
It only works the...
Yeah.
Because actually... Hang on a second. Let me read what we wrote there, because there was some drawback to that too.
Let's see.
Right.
Oh, after using it.
So that's the limit on it.
Yeah.
So because you overcharged it, it does overheat, and you have to shut down the blade. You can't use the blade anymore until you spend a plot point to reactivate it. So if you have a plot point to spend...
I don't have any more plot points.
Okay.
I've been out.
As you go to slice up more, the blade just kind of... and just poofs out.
Shit!
It's overheated.
It's gonna be a lot slower now, but I'm just gonna dig the legs in and just keep going and just keep slicing as I go.
Sure.
Just doing as much damage as possible.
With that last roll you just made,
Mm-hmm.
if you took away your signature asset,
hang on,
which was the Star Cleaver, which was just a D6.
Yeah.
So I believe you still would have the same effect.
Yeah, because I used
D8s.
You're
Okay.
still good.
Yeah.
So basically your thing spits out and you still do the same amount of damage with your legs. Just digging in. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, can Milo try and reach out again to Ogrim? I'm just he's trying to get a feel of how close is this thing to dying, sadly?
Yeah.
How's the connection going?
Sure, yeah, because you've made that connection the first time, you just kind of as your legs are doing their thing, almost mindlessly, you're just kind of, it's very, again, I can't not think of Doc Ock, because your body is just kind of hovering there, as your legs are doing their thing. And
I hate that. It's so gross.
And you close your eyes and you tap back into that soul connection that you have. Oh no, we lost.
Oh, we lost Bradley.
Bradley, where are you?
Well, this is a fun look for everyone.
What is going on? Yeah, we've all.
Hi, I'm Kira now.
Oh, nice.
Wait a minute. This happened on the Contraband on Friday night too. If we move, we'll be in each other's the Brady Bunch style or something.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
If I go this way, maybe I.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Hey, Justin. I'm in
What's
Justin's
up?
brain.
Oh no.
Well, this is fun, everybody.
Let's. Here.
I'm hoping Brad comes back in a second here, and then we can.
Maybe we take a 5-minute intermission or something, so we can get him back on the call.
Yeah, even just a 2-minute intermission. Well, okay. With Milo trying to reach out to Ogrim. Hi. With Milo trying to reach out to Ogrim, we will take a quick pause on this, and we'll come back to finish up in a moment here. Hopefully with Bradley intact as well. So take just a few minutes here. We'll be right back. Hang on. And we're back. Thanks for sticking around with us, everybody. We appreciate your patience there. Sometimes shit happens. That's live, baby. All right. So, where were we? We were, Milo was reaching out to Ogrim. Milo, you do so. You go back into that galactic kind of scape and whatnot. You see Ogrim just appearing there.
Keep going. So I can... Need. Release. Don't let me. Stop them.
It's very messy.
Yeah.
Brad, what are you laughing at?
Anything.
Giant worm needs release. That's what I'm laughing
Oh,
at. When it's
God.
messy, and then when it's very messy, and I lost it. Sorry.
Poor buddy.
God
You know, he's been alone in the desert. He's not himself. Guy needs a little help, all right?
And ends it with
You know. What you must do.
And kind of pulling you back out of that, you hear a voice calling to you, Milo! And you realize it's Shay way down below you. She's like, should I?
Yeah.
What? Are you just leaving me?
I mean,
No, it's fine.
How
no,
far
it's
up am
cool. I got it.
how far up am I?
You're
Shay.
like 60, 70 feet up.
Oh shit. I'll be back. We gotta take this thing down.
Better not
Yeah,
kill
cool.
I'm
She
gonna
starts
try.
shooting her dust shots some more. Here we go.
Oh god, she's still gonna take damage, isn't she?
Fuck. Remember that time when I rolled a bunch of ones?
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't roll all ones, but she rolled 2 ones, which makes her total a 6 with 2 ones. So she tries to, and then you hear like her go, shit, and splashes as she falls back into
shit.
the acid.
Fuck.
Meanwhile,
Acid?
Yeah, stomach acid. We're in a tummy.
Stomach acid.
Skipper, Chomper, Kira, you are readying your plan. What do you do?
All right. Get up front, Skipper. Get in front of it so we can distract it. And, Chomper, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay. And I'm going to get ready to shoot inside the mouth, I guess, if it opens and I have a clear shot.
Sure.
You know.
So you all get up in front of it. Chomper, you jump off.
I take the plunge.
Okay.
Here we go.
I hold on.
So you dangle off the side with the
Oh, dear
rope.
God.
We're gonna just go ahead and say, in this world, this rope does hold 4
Holds.
tons of weight.
Oh my
Um,
god.
And you are hanging off the side. What do you want to do with that, Chomper?
I have the rope tied around my stomach actually, so I
Oh,
have both
okay.
hands free.
Okay, bungee jumping.
So I'm mission impossibling this thing to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it you know, you jump off, and the ship kind of like inches to the side a bit.
Oh shit.
So you are being the carrot in front of the horse. Kira, you are aiming with your dust shot, ready to go,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Kira, looking at the Basilisk, at Ogrim, you are like, you know, lining up your shot and look right into its left eye, and you are just stricken with
I forgot.
Oh shit.
a paralysis
Oh,
that
I forgot.
doesn't.
Dang it.
Your conscious mind is. You're trying to like move your finger and you can't move a single muscle in your body.
Shit.
No.
Sorry, guys. I
Uh,
forgot. Okay, so I'm paralyzed or whatever. What does it do?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't move your body.
Sorry, guys. I
So
forgot.
if you
Dang it.
You can take any actions you want that don't require moving your body, including you moving your mouth. Skipper, what are you
Yeah, I
doing?
think that's all I got.
I'm trying to keep the boat, keep the canary on course and
Sure.
just like maintaining our position.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and with the lurching to the side and all this stuff, you're kind of like at an angle and you're holding on. You are going. I mean, I
did
assume you're-
roll.
Oh, okay, great. What'd you get?
I did roll a 1, but
Okay.
I also rolled a 15. I rolled a 15 with a D6 effect die.
Okay.
But I
Pause
might-
there for a moment. Chomper,
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to make me a roll to see how appealing you are to Ogrim in this moment.
That charm.
Oh, man.
You good, Jess?
Weapon.
Oh yeah, I muted my mic, so
Oh,
nobody else heard that besides you guys.
okay. I just saw your head go down. I was like, out of the corner of my eye, I was like, what happened?
Allergies, man. When I was in Portland,
Oh,
nothing.
God.
But then I came back
Managed
here.
no ones.
No ones though. So
Wait, what do we get?
Yay!
and if he's got plot
Oh.
points,
Don't move
I've
to
got
Portland.
I've got a 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a plot points to make it a 15 with a D8 effect.
All right. Yeah, solid. Good thing you did that. So, Chomper, you're just this live bait dangling down in front of it. Chomper, you are looking down at it. I'm gonna say with a 15, you recognize well enough not to look in its eyes. And so, I mean, and also you're kind of like spinning awkwardly because you're dangled. So you're just kind of like, like, I don't know, making noise trying to attract it. And, Ogrim, kind of looks up toward you, at which point, Skipper, you start to maneuver the canary off course from its impending target, which was that village.
yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say if I needed to use a heroic die to up my effect die, I would if I had to.
What do you want to use your die for there?
I just because my effect die for the last roll was just a D6,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to make sure that the effect was still good and not.
Well, and that's yeah. I mean, it's up to you really what you want the effect die to be used for. Do you want to make yourself an asset? Do you want to lower a complication?
I think maybe I want to. Can I make myself the asset of I now have like a mental map of this entire area, and so I can like maneuver him away
Sure.
from the village. Can I maneuver him towards another hole or something, so that maybe he'll like kind of fall into it?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that.
All
That's
right.
my attempt.
D6
What I'm
mental
trying to
map.
do.
Cool. So, yeah, it's working, is the idea. The canary veers off, and Ogrim follows its path. With this live bait in front of him, you do see that he picks up speed, and starts to, like, gain a little altitude as well. Getting pretty close to Chomper. But Skipper, Kira is gonna shoot
Yeah.
Ogrim
Yeah.
whenever if he gets too close, so
All right,
it's covered.
Kira, are you ready to You've got got a good shot there, yeah? Kira? Kira? And I look over.
And while that's happening, Milo, you hear Shay fall into the acid below. What do you want to do?
Milo is going to keep climbing up, and he's going to stop just slicing. He's climbing now, and Milo's going to get up into, if he can, back into the mouth area where the soft palate is.
Yeah.
And he's going to take the legs, and he's just going to stab hard up into it. He's going to try and get the brain.
Oh.
All right, make a roll.
Excuse me. It's all that fear.
Okay, sorry, Emma. Yeah, that is an 11 with a D8 effect.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, you're inside. An 11 will work, so roll. No, you don't roll. We're adding this one. So it's a D8 effect. Let me do my math. Okay. Milo. Just as we jump back outside momentarily as Ogrum is reaching up to just about to Chomper. Skipper, you turn around and you see Kira is just frozen there, not moving, not responding, and as you turn around, you see Ogrum is about to eat Chomper, and Chomper, you're just dangling there. And in that moment, Milo, you, with actually the daylight coming in through the mouth that is opening, you climb up, and then target, will, I guess, keeping your leverage on one arm, you just stab up and then stab up the other side, and you are dangling like tonsils out of the top of this mouth. And see ya, Sumkey. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye, Sumkey.
Bye.
And you feel in that moment, going back into that vision, that galactic scape, if you will, you see Ogrum once again there in front of you, and you feel the peace that you've brought, and
thank you.
As you are shunted back into reality, as Ogrum just lurches forward right as he's about to Chomper, and then just falls, collapsing into the sand and whatnot below, sand parting everywhere, huge, dust storm, sandstorm, kind of like coming out of it. Milo, just chaos. Nobody could see anything. The canary kind of sails off course a bit and kind of gently lands in the sand. And that is that. You all are, let's see, Skipper. You pop your head out of the sand, looking around a little bit, rubbing your eyes. You see, not too far away is Kira, who is moving now.
Oh, good.
Kira, you're moving. You were conscious for all of that, and yet it didn't really, I don't know, whatever the effect, you assume that now because Ogrum is dead, the effect has worn off.
I scamper over to Kira and hold her head melodramatically, and I'm like, Kira, speak to me. Speak to me, Kira. Are you all right?
Well, that was stupid of me. I thought I was supposed to be the smart one of the group. I am so sorry. He has really nice eyes, and it just couldn't look at him. Could not look at him, and not gonna do that again. Okay, is Milo okay? Is Shay okay?
I don't know. Is
so
Chomper okay?
You rush over toward where like the storm, the sandstorm kind of came from. Looking over there, you follow the rope and you see Chomper. What is Chomper doing?
I'm just laying there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Staring up at the sky.
You good? You good?
I'm good. Go check on the little ones. I need a rest.
I'm running.
All right, you start running towards this.
I'll run with her.
Body, and as you do, you stop in your tracks as the sand is kind of like still blowing off in the wind, but along with it are these little black flakes. Little luminescent purples and blues as well, and every now and then a little like glistening star that you also see kind of blowing away. Kira, I believe it was you, maybe it was somebody else, whoever saw back on the like swamp planet where Silgrit sacrificed herself, and saw that her body kind of dissolved in this same fashion. You recognize it to be such, and as the body dissolves away, in its place you see Milo is just laying there. And Shay as well, you see in the sand, covered in just gunk and grossness, and she's like, oh gosh, why? And all of you look and see floating there, right in the center where Ogrim was, a shining relic, a splinter of chromium that looks pretty similar to the one that Silgrit gave you the first time.
I'm gonna skip past the chromium and just run straight to Milo, and in the same fashion, just like hold him in my little arms and be like, Milo, speak to me, Milo.
Ow!
Oh, thank Silgrit, thank Ogrim.
Silgrit.
Thank Ogrim, he just tried to eat us.
You okay, buddy?
He succeeded.
I'm just gonna hug Milo really tight and squeeze him.
Ow. Milo's gonna like pat her on the back, but like, please let me go.
Oh, sorry.
And
the first time I've ever been eaten, and I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Shay like the saddest little handkerchief. Like, it's not much, but here you go.
You're very kind.
I don't know if you're
never
happy
want to do that again.
Yeah, I don't know if you're happy we saved you from, death by pirates, when you could have just come here and get by a basilisk.
This was... Can we...
Yeah.
I want a bath.
Yeah, let's go, and I'm gonna help her up.
Can we go get the relic? I keep calling them rocks.
Dwayne!
You turn and you see it's floating there.
Can I use my spider arms to get it? I don't really want to touch it with my hands after the last one.
I think Kira should take.
What?
What?
I think Kira should take it.
I think Kira should take it.
Why?
She was the only one that was frozen by the humble, so I think she deserves it.
Kira is the one who got us this far with figuring out the lore about all of these Mr. Zoa.
Okay, I just don't know if I should touch it.
Milo, I'm just afraid if you touch it, I don't know if your body can handle 2 of those things.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can't absorb 2. Like, I don't think that's a thing. Mostly, I just
know nothing about these.
I'm gonna take a cloth and kind of like So my paws aren't touching it.
Okay.
Get it? Okay.
You grab it, and you pull it in, and you wrap it up,
Uh-huh.
and you start heading back to the Canary.
Okay.
This is Skipper to the Buckley Sting. Hector, bring her down. We've got the relic.
Cool. Good to hear your voice there, Skipper. Alright, we'll bring her down. Yeah, we were watching from up here. Holy shit. That was a basilisk, y'all.
Why did nobody shoot the damn thing with a cannon?
I was waiting for your call, Captain. I didn't know.
My thing was broken.
Well,
Self-initiative.
Yeah, I only got a little bit of what you just said there, but
God dang it.
Next time.
the Buckley Sting comes down. You take the Canary up. You all watch over on the starboard side of the ship. You see the Fuzzy Wuzzies. Their legs are extended. They are looking over to you all. Kind of up in the treetops almost. And they are, sure enough, blinking and tapping their fingers. Almost in gratitude.
We shoot him with a cannon. I'm just
No, what?
Hector laughs like way too hard. And you all soar back up into the space, awaiting your next adventure. And we'll stop there for today.
Oh
My goodness.
Woo! You did it! You got
That was
the
a rough
second
You got
relic.
through it.
2 down,
Ugh.
3 to go, y'all.
Oh gosh.
I have
That
so
was
many
a lot.
concerns.
Yeah, I'm concerned as well. Oh,
Well,
man.
Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you hanging out with us for a little bit. Things are only gonna get more intense from here. So yeah, we are definitely on the second half of our arc here. So it's just gonna amp up. So we hope you'll join us next week for the continuation of Zoa Stardust. And until then, we love you and thank you for watching. And stick around for a raid because we'll probably have a raid. Like 90% sure we're gonna be raiding today.
We could raid Obert Kenobi. He's
Is he
streaming
is
right
he on
now.
right now?
Yeah,
Perfect.
and
We're gonna
he-
raid. We're gonna raid
Hey, Bert.
Obert.
Always a solid choice.
And Obert
Um,
has raided us a couple times and watched
hell
our
yeah.
stuff. He's
Yes.
awesome.
So go give Obert some love. Subscribe or
Tell him
you know,
hello then.
follow and subscribe and love him. Okay, bye everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.